very common plant. Commonly, we call this plant prune because some people use it to sweep their compound with. Those of you that study agriculture, they call this plant stubborn plant. Stubborn in the sense that it is very hard to uproot the plant from the soil. Botanically, the plant is called Cedar acuta. If you come across somebody back at home, maybe your mom, your dad, your friend, that person is complaining of this kind of rheumatic arthritis, which is rheumatism. Maybe back at home, you cannot bend like this. When you bend, you complain pains right inside the bone. Sometimes your waist, you cannot bend like this because of your waist. All the time, you have been battling with waist pain. When you reach home today here, I'm going to teach you on how to use it. If you have a phone, you can video. You have a pen, you can bring it out. Write it down, go home and try. No trial, no testimony. When we talk about the entire plant, we are going to talk about the seed. If you come across somebody, the person complain of an infection, toilet infection, sometimes you get itches here all the time, rashes. You want to urinate sometimes, your urine will scatter like shower or urinate blood. You complain of that infection, see the seed. Just the seed from the plant. Look at the green seed. For toilet infection, sometimes woman you complain of white or sometimes menstruation problem. Just wash. See what you are going to do. Harvest the seed like this. For toilet infection, go home and try this thing I'm teaching you. Maybe you are a man, you want to urinate sometime. You squeeze your face as if you owe money for bank. See the solution here. Go home, harvest the seed from the plant in this formula. When you get it, please don't use the one that they have sprayed chemical on top, because this plant, people used to spray chemicals on top of this plant. So please get the one that there's no chemical, and don't use the yellow flowers. Don't use the brown one. Get the green seed. Count the green. Go and try this and I'm teaching you. You'll thank me later. Get soil like this to act. And the good news is that you are not buying all these plants. Go home and try. It's growing behind your home. Then you get salt, then you massage it with the salt. You know, salt is not part of the medicine. We use salt because we want to disinfect the plant should in case of bacteria, maybe white or itches. Disinfect it with salt like this. For toilet infection, disinfect it with the salt in this formula. If you can disinfect it with the salt, then you get water. Then you wash it. Maybe your sister is complaining of toilet infection. Please, if you are at home, the water you are going to use to wash, make sure you warm the water. For toilet infection, for white, for gonorrhea, see what I am showing you here. Wash it up to be very, very clean. If you wash it to be clean, look at the plant I am talking about here. The seeds from the plant, then count the seed 15. You will know garlic. Yeah. The garlic that we cook soup at home, the local one. Get 2 pieces of garlic. Then you peel the garlic together with the 15 seed of this plant. Then you pray. Maybe for itches. Maybe this child is white. Maybe you as a man, because of that infection, this man cannot get up again in time. Chew the seed, and then you get water with the garlic, and then you drink. You push it down in the morning. In the evening, you are not buying this thing. Harvest the seed. If you touch it, it is very hard. If you touch the seed, they are very hard inside. When you touch it, it's very hard. In the morning, harvest 15, you chew it and drink water with garlic. If you cannot chew it, you can grind it or blend it with the garlic, and then you get boiled water. 1 cup, you put it, mix it and drink morning, night. For 7 days, that itches, that white, that discharges, that gonorrhea become a history. But if it has stayed for a very long time, you have to continue for 2 weeks for you to be never sure of that white. And this thing you are not buying, it is growing behind you. Look at this plant here. Somebody complain of stomach ulcer. Wash. Maybe ulcer is disturbing somebody that you know. I am not here because you have the problem. Maybe tomorrow you might come here, you will not see me. See what you are going to do. I believe we all know this plant. We call this plant the boundary tree because some people use it to demarcate boundary within the nearest neighbor. The English name, we call it the peanut plant. Botanically, we call it Jaclopha cocast. So see what I want to show you. The back, get your knife. You peel out the outer layer for stomach ulcer, for chest ulcer, for gastric ulcer. Just peel out the outer layer like this. When you go home, go and try. No trial, no testimony. Only a trial will convince you. Madam, if you know this plant the way I know it, maybe you are doing sanitation, you injure yourself, blood is coming. You come to this plant, you cut it like this. You see some white water will be coming. Pick up the water, you put it on that wound. It's going to stop the blood not to come. It will heal the wound faster. If this liquid can heal external wound, it can heal internal wound. Stomach ulcer happen to be an internal wound. So see how to treat the ulcer. When you go home, go and try this thing I am teaching you.
And the good news is that you are not buying. We Africans, we have plenty, but we hunger in the midst of plenty. Why? Because we run away from nature. And this is our culture. See what I am showing you. Just the back from this plant. Then you get water you want. But not this type of soil, the local soil. See what I am showing you now. For ulcer, even the ulcer is here disturbing you. Just touch like this. Then you pick it up. Then you. Just the water. You swallow down the water. When you chew it, if the ulcer is paining you now, within 15 minutes, the ulcer will cool down. When you chew night, morning, night, for 7 days, that stomach ulcer that you feel right to the back, may become a history. Look at the plant, it's growing behind your bone. But look at this plant here. We call it a local sponge. When they do fence, that bush is very, very close. The plant will grow. It will climb up the fence. The plant will bear fruit. The fruit, they're like cucumber. When it dry, we use the sponge. We call it our kucha, or you call it local sponge, or call it sapo. If you come across somebody, tummy, they're very, very big. You want to bring down the tummy, belly, the fat. The stomach is very, very big. You want to bring down the tummy, you use the leaf. Or sometimes sugar, diabetes is your problem. This is the solution. But we cannot run away from sugar in this country. Every day, you take cocoa, you get sugar. Bread, you get sugar. Yam contains sugar. All the time, banku, ewapele, all is sugar. Some now you chop rice. Rice contains sugar. You take one bottle of coke, you drink. In the afternoon, you chop ewapele contains sugar. You take one bottle of coke, you drink. In the evening, you take fufu, you drink sugar. If you consume 3 coke per day, you consume 21 cubes of sugar per day. You didn't count the one you take from rice, from ewapele, from fufu. If you as a man, if the sugar is high, first thing he will do, this man will not be getting up in time as a man. Go home and chop ewapele and go. Now, maybe you are a man or a woman, your blood pressure is high, you want to bring down the blood pressure. See the medicine here, go home and harvest the leaf. Please, if you want to harvest this plant, don't harvest this plant in the afternoon. 6 a.m. in the morning or 6 p.m. or any time in the night. Go home and harvest the leaves. And somebody there home now, you hold something like this, your hand will be shaking like this. They call it Parkinson's disease. This is the medicine. See what I am showing you. Get the leaves. Maybe your blood pressure is high, maybe BP is high. Or sometimes your cholesterol is high. You want to bring down the cholesterol. That can cause liver or kidney problem. See what you are going to do. Go home and try this thing I am teaching you. Please don't go without taking my number, because maybe you might go home and forget something. Yeah. You can call me. Don't go and do a wrong thing at home. So now when you get the leaves, now like this, please get salt. Salt, you see, is not part of the medicine. I want to disinfect the leaves. Should in case of any bacteria, disinfect it with salt. But if you are at home, you can use warm water. So see, wash it up in this formula for sugar, for BP. Or sometimes your eye will be itching you all the time. Your eye cannot see well because of sugar. See what you are going to do. You go to one home, you look at the husband, he's pregnant. You look at the wife, he's pregnant. Who will put to birth first? We don't know. The wife will put to birth. Children will ask, Daddy, where will you also put? Because of big tummy. See now, when you get the leaves, the leaves are clean. Then you squeeze out the water. This local sponge, then you squeeze out the water like this. You squeeze out the water. Then you get the spoon that we used to take rice. You measure this water up to 10 spoons.
Thank you. Thank you.
The reason why I am drinking, because I can teach you about this thing. You go home, you'll be afraid to take it. Measure this water I just consumed now. 10 spoons, the spoon we used to take rice. Then you warm it in the morning. You drink for sugar. In the evening, squeeze the same plant. You can pound it. Then you bring out the water, 10 spoons in the evening. Warm it and when you take it, morning, night, just for 14 days. Before you start taking this plant for sugar, go and check your sugar first. So that after 14 days, you can check and confirm what I am teaching you. You can call me later for challenge. But if your BP is high, squeeze out the water. This water, 10 spoons, then you get honey, natural honey. You mix 1 spoon, then you For BP, morning, evening. When you take it in the morning, remove your slippers, walk around your house every morning for BP for 10 minutes. Remove your shoe, walk around your house for 10 minutes for BP. Within 14 days, your BP will come down to normal. Sugar will come down to normal. And this thing is growing behind your home. You are not buying it free of charge. Please take my number before we continue. Take my number. Look at this one. I will talk about this one. Are there men here? Men? Are there men here? Hello. We have some men. They call you man because of trouser and shirt. In the real aspect, this man cannot get up again in time. Today, I will teach men how to use plantain. You bring this man back to full contact. So please. Any here now. You know, you see my head. Okay.